What's up, everybody? All right. Turn off this banner for now. All right, there we go. Hopefully, everybody's doing good. I'm going to go ahead and share this out. Let me see here. What's up, everybody? Just kind of getting this link out there a little bit real quick, and then we'll start right away. All right, here we go. All right, one more. There we go. Boom. Okay, cool. Hopefully everybody is doing fantastic. Hopefully everybody had a great night. Wow, that was quick. Tons of people jumped on real fast. All right, so hopefully we don't lose power again. How's everybody doing? Let's see the comments here. All right, if you're coming on here, say what's up. Happy Friday, Rich. Hopefully you're doing great, man. You get that coffee in. I was up till about 5 last night. Saw a few trades that I had to take. What's up, Titan? Play. I think that was Michael. If I'm wrong, if I'm right, maybe. Andy, Mikey, what's up? Abraham, how you doing? Robert Jackson, how you doing? All right, so I'm just kind of looking at the market real quick. I didn't trade yet today. I was just earlier this morning. This was yesterday's little lesson. If you missed yesterday's lesson, put the replay lesson trading session, which had that lesson on it, I guess. That's in the school back office. Solomon Trading School back office. All right. Let's turn off VWAP for a second here. I'm gonna look at the Forex pairs too, because I really need to take some trades on my my Forex account. What's up, Eric? How you doing? What's good, Alex? What's good, everybody? All right, let's see if there's like, I think this had like music or something. I need to get better music. Settings. Manage media asset. Oh, let's put it on that. I just need something going on. Something is going on in the background, or I can't think straight. All right, so we wicked out this high right here, which that's kind of cool. We also filled this. Well, we filled that earlier. I don't like that. See, I'm looking over here. I see this fair value gap. Let's see if we could do this in 45 minutes or less, huh? I'm just trying to get in, get out, be done for the day. Every once in a while, I'll do a London session if I feel good. If I'm like too wired, I'll jump on doing London. You know. The only problem with doing that is like if you risk heavy, you like feel obligated to stay up. You feel obligated to stay up. It started with a small scalp at 230. Ended up killing it. Awesome, Rich. Great to hear that, brother. Let's see here. So I don't like that this fair value gap wasn't filled, to be fair. So let me just look what's going on in the lower time frame now. I would take this since at least it touched it. This could be a potential short here from this if this breaks and closes solid under here. But the problem is it's a decent sized stop. Not that that's actually a problem. Now let's slap the VWAP on. Put it on the 1 minute and just kind of see what we could have taken so far. So essentially right here, we could have taken this sell. If you have my 5-minute scalper program, you know that right here, let me get rid of that. We would have taken this with this little high, 22-point stop. That'd have been a pretty good start of a trade, honestly. 1.4 reward already. Comes down here, it's a 1 to 3.24. Guys, if you're new to the stream, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, and make sure to hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever I go live. This isn't a trade I'm in right now. I'm just showing you what I could have done if I was on at 10:29. Actually, 10:42. If I would have started the stream 18 minutes ago, we'd already been in this trade. So now I'm stuck to use a bigger stop, ultimately. Two things we could do. We could have our stop here, but then we're only shaving off 10 points, I guess. Which at this rate, it doesn't even matter. We could put our stop here, but it's just riskier. We could go for it. I don't like that it's coming up on the actual VWAP line. You're in that one trade. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. I might scan the market while I'm waiting. That's what I'll do. I'm going to put this alert on this trend line. And I'm going to just check gold out real quick. Ooh, look at this sloppiness. I'm going to start on the 5 so I can see. So I don't want nothing to do with it. See how fast I determined that I didn't want in this trade. I look at the VWAP line. I'm like hovering around the VWAP line. I'm not getting far enough out away from the VWAP line. So I'm just not even looking at gold. Simple as that. It took way longer to explain that to you than for me to actually look at it. Let me get rid of that. Platinum. I mean, we already kind of missed that move, right? So this would have been up in here. And when I say break a structure in this line, I would line this up with something to the left here, over here. Look for a break a structure up and then take it, even though that was kind of sloppy. I do like platinum, just so you know. I need to get rid of NQ. There we go. Gold we looked at. Let's look at some YM. Ooh, I like this for a potential continuation trade. Hold on. Let me look at this. Get rid of VWAP. Clean it up. Don't like that rejection. But that just happened. So, I don't like how it just filled that completely, pretty much completely. Rejected and went back under this line. Awesome, Hector. Yeah, it's a really good visual. You know, like I use it mainly to scan versus enter, but it's really good for newer people. Not even just newer people. People that have a hard time seeing structure. Or, you know what? There's no shame in taking a trade off of an indicator. Like, there's this, like, you know, I don't love indicators on my screen. I like naked charts a lot, but like it doesn't make you cooler to be Mr. Naked Chart guy. Like, there's this whole thing on Instagram for years that, and I kind of bought into it for a while. It's like, oh, you can't show an indicator because it's like makes you look bad. But like at the end of the day, if it keeps you consistent and you're able to stay profitable because you have an indicator on your screen, by all means, freaking use the indicator. You know, I have my Pulse X indicator. I have people my number one person that does $100,000 to $200,000 a month from prop firms like Forex, and he's out of the country. He uses PulseX Premium. He uses my indicator PulseX Premium. He just sits there. M2K, that's something I never even look at, bro. I can load it up. Mini Russell. I just never even trade this. I don't know why. That looks pretty right out the gate, kind of sideways. Put on VWAP. I guess it did just touch this. Let's see if there was an entry down here. Okay, maybe right now, actually. I don't have this pulled up, but we can play with it. So you see how this didn't go lower than this? We're just going to find the highest high, the lowest high, I think we'd say, out of that area. And look how it rejected that area right here. See, none of these went higher. This went the highest, and this didn't go lower than this. So I call that a pullback. And in fact, on a, 5 second, it'll look, well, 5 seconds is horrible. 15 second, it even looks more like a pullback, right? So on the 1 minute, hopefully it comes down, gives us a new low, and we can have another break. That'd be kind of way better. But right here, you could essentially, as long as you get like a 1-to-1 out of this bad boy right here, it's kind of rough. Another thing I've been doing lately is if this closed above here and you want a 1-to-2, just drag this up to where you see a 1-to-2 right here. A little bit riskier, but maybe just take some risk off the table if you want. That's true, Alex. That's very true. I can agree with that 100%. But this is probably a good trade. I just don't. I've never traded the Russell 2000, if I have to be honest with you, which I should be honest, right? But that's a potential trade that you guys could take. It's the Russell 2000. I forget what that even is. Is that a U.S. stock index makes up smallest 2,000 stocks? Dude, that word has been going around lately a lot. Respectfully. Of course. There's this one guy on, what is it, TikTok or Instagram. He'll like say something crazy and then he'll go, respectfully. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, see, I don't really, you guys could take this all you want. I'm not going to take it personally because I don't trade it. So S&P 500, let's look at that. Just rejected this order block right here. 1 hour. Did not close. Oh, this is actually a potential setup right here for shorts. Not 100% yet, but look how this came and wicked this out. Looks like it's coming out to mitigate this block right here. So if it comes up here and then pushes back down and closes below this low right here, I could potentially get in. That looks like a pretty good trade to me. But with that said, let me slap on the VWAP. Okay. Again, it gets riskier the closer you get to the VWAP line, right? But don't let that like stop you. Let's look on the 1 minute, see if we've already been in this. I guess we would have been in right here. Just not the greatest looking setup. Yes, it will happen, Brian. You're going to get it. You know, that's so funny in this house. Like, I took a lot of electric load off of this room. I got this fridge over here. I'm like, why is the electric key coming off whenever she like flips the light switch? I'm like trying to reroute different electric, and I look back and like my freaking neon light's not working. So I don't know why that's doing that. Define it. I guess I don't have to have a neon light. So this could be like a little risky-ish trade if we wanted to. You know, I don't even have this pulled up. I could maybe take it on. I could take it. Let me just, I'm going to do it. Hold on. I'm going to pull up the handy dandy Brian calculator. Is that 37 point? Let's call it 40. And we're on the, what is it? ES. Oh, yeah. Yes, micro. Well, I'm not even on micro. Yeah, I am. No. Am I not on the right one? Jeez. MES. That should work. And on this account, I'm going to do the 1,000, 20 micro. Now, here's what I was talking about. If you wanted to, why are these so dim? That's kind of crazy. Oh, because I haven't taken it yet. It's the only thing I see that's sort of promising right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. So far, on the futures. Other than that, that Russell trade potential. So this just has to again break. No. I need to see a better close underneath here before I consider taking that. I mean, I could look. I could get in right now. I'll be honest. Hold on, because it did break. I don't like the wick on the 5 though. No, I'm just not going to take it. Whenever, see what I did there? See, whenever I'm like that, I just don't take the trade anymore because and I don't care if I would have won now. It's kind of like a mental thing I do. It's like, no, you know what? I felt good about that decision not to take it yet, so I didn't take it, you know. With that said, I'm going to put an alert on this one. There you go. And I'm going to go just scan the market real quick on Forex because I don't want to miss a potential trade setup for my bot account blower 2000. And again, here's how I scan the market. So like if I go on GBPAUD, I could tell you right now, it's not far enough. Look, this came there. This would have been a perfect trade. I got to tell you that. It went down here. I wouldn't say perfect trade because it wasn't that big of a trade, but broke structure here, stop here. So far, 1 to 1.12, 1.21. Not bad. GU isn't setting up because it's not far enough away. USD CAD, sloppy. GBP CAD. Don't like it. Odd Chef, no way. Odd USD, no way. JPY, no way. USD, JPY, yeah. Let me just enter that because that looks amazing. Let me go on the 5 at least to clean it a little bit. No. This has potential. Oh, but odd CAD, come on. I don't want to do that. Yes, Suzuki. Of course. Euro odd. I'm just hoping to get a trade with it before noon. That's it. That's all I want to do. Get my trade, and then I can enjoy the rest of my day with my family. Yeah, they kind of are ish. They ish are. Is that what I'm looking for? This actually could be a really good buy right now. Darn. Let me look on the higher time frame. Get rid of the VWAP. I kind of like that for buys for, let me see here. This is an old block. So the block I would be wanting to look at is up here. There's really nothing holding it back to go to at least here. Yeah, I'm going to take that real quick. Respectfully. Did I use that in the right format? Connect here. Oh boy. Got to tell one of my team members that my freaking remote hosting isn't working. Hold on here. Having hard time connecting to remote host 179. Really wanted to get into that. I'll get into it on this one though. Wasn't so stinking small, my gosh. Let me zoom into that. Sorry guys, 1 second. I don't want to miss this EU trade. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to have him switch my VPS out because it's just giving me issues. All right. You're fine. I could get everybody to talk. Man, most traders, this is what I've always noticed. They don't like talking. Like they're just not outward. They don't really care. They're just like, they just want to make their money and go. That's what I've found. Like I could say, hey, if you're here and you're ready for a trade, go ahead and hit the 1. And like everybody wakes up. Like just hit the 1 right now. And like everybody will wake up. So it's probably my fault. I need to be more engaging sometimes. Let's see. VWAP. All right, so EJ, that should tank here shortly. Once I get started, you'll struggle to shut me up. Yeah, I love that about you. Smash that dub, brah. Gold we already looked at. Euro, GBP. All right, so let's go back over here. There's got to be some kind of something we could take, right? MNQ just kind of went back up. This wants to dump, I swear. Yeah, this is our best bet, I think. Let me pull that back up here. Idiot. Oh. I have so many accounts. I'm like, oh yeah, there's that one account over there. I got to trade this account over here. Dude. Quant Tower, Quant Tower. Okay, now the other server worked. All right, so I'm taking that EU trade really quick. Give me a second, guys. Don't want to miss this. Kind of already did, didn't I? It's all good. I'll get in it still. All right, here. Load. Buy. All right, there. Boom. Boom. Just like that. Okay, I'm in that EU. Good. I had to do something there. Now, Quant Tower. Where the heck is my Quant Tower on this parallels? It's about to happen over here. There it goes. Okay. Just got to get my Quant Tower ready for the sell. Do it for Mahomes. Do it for me, Mahomes. Yeah. Come on, ES Plummet for Papa. Are you in this already? Dude, what crap? It's like slow. That too. She's my sweet potato. We have those shirts. You're in this trade? You're funny, bro. Okay. I think you'll get to the point, Alex, where like you're like, that's not good enough. I'm still in profit for the day. Like that's where that's what I came from. Like if I have to think like, well, like I don't know. Maybe you have different rules than me. That's totally fine too. It's just not how I trade. I have to see proof or I just don't get in. Like ultimately, short if this closes here, man, I could use a 30 point. What did I say before? 40? 30. 27. 27 micros on a why are you saying that, bro? 100. Yeah, that's kind of, it could be a really good trade actually. Because it gets to the VWAP line, I can set it to break even, and whatever happens happens, or I could just take the L and just go for it. Because man, that could come down to here pretty easily if we get a little push, right? Well, I think it wants to spill. Sell would be selling into a green fair value gap, but that's still the plan. Let me check. You love your fair value gaps, don't you? MNQ hour. That'd be selling into this fair value gap. Yeah, absolutely. Because that needs to be filled. So it makes really good targets too. So I look at it differently than a lot of people. I look at it as a great way to take my trade to versus like it has to hit there before I take a trade. So, maybe I'll be a little bit more hesitant on holding it longer. That just takes me out when I go against. Oh, I see what you're saying. So pretend that you're the bank, and where would be a great area to fill? It'd be this area right here. So, if it was just the fair value gap, we can get at least, at 50%, at least a 0.75. Then what you do is you could set it to break even if you're really scared about that. But at the end of the day, for me, well, there's a fair value gap above and fair value gap below. So yeah, we're in one of them situations, aren't we? Most likely, it will come down here, then come back up. So I'm not really going against them. I'm just very fully aware that it will most likely hit 50% of this fair value gap at least. Maybe fill it all the way. If it fills it all the way, then we're at a 1.5, right? Not the greatest risk reward, but it's still profitable. Come on, we need this trade. What are you doing? All right. I got to change up this music. This isn't even music. No. This one's called Feeding the Ducks. I don't know. You probably can't even hear it. Alex, yeah, I'll always just say I'm in. So like, don't take. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You're just watching me, but I'm not taking anything. Or I'm always going to tell you when I'm in. You're going to see when I'm in. That kind of thing. And I have to delete all my friends' posts. He always sends me these girls, like not naked, but I'm like, dude, stop sending me freaking chicks, man. Like, what the crap? You act like I'm a 42-year-old single man or something. My wife respectfully gets so mad. Come on, buddy. Come on down. Dude, he doesn't. He's one of those guys. He's like, he just doesn't. He's probably on here right now, you jerk. You're going to get me in trouble. Well, yeah. Respectfully, that's fine. Here we go. Let's see where we're at on this 5 minute. We have, oh, dude, it's going to screw us. Should we do it on the 1 minute? All right. If I do it on the 1 minute, I got to use a bigger stop. 40. Go back to 20. Still didn't even close below here. I don't like this trade yet. Like, hopefully we get a close on the 5 instead of it just shooting straight freaking down. Why does it keep switching to buys? I keep telling it what I want. Oh, so you're you moved it to break evenish? All right. So this might work out. If it could just kind of build up down here, I'll take it. I would keep it at 30 and do 27. If it could just close below here on the 5. Just this white line, that's all I care about. At that point, yeah, 30. That's exactly what I was looking at. Come on, don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. 2 ways I might enter this trade, okay? 5-minute close, that's going to be your safest bet. Second way is it creates a new low. It closes below here on the 1, but it's still not great. And then I'll have to increase my stop. So if it closes below here on the 1, I might jump in here at 20 micros. As long as it doesn't go all the way down to the VWAP line, which I know it's going to do. It's going to freaking screw us, isn't it? This does not want to tank either. It's just like doing what it wants to do here. We have another minute and a half on the 5 to see if we can close below this. And at that point, gosh, we have this kind of like barrier blocking that little pullback. So essentially we can keep it here if we wanted to, but no, I'd rather just put it here. This looks like it might hold. So less than a minute. I'm either going to use 27 or 20. Come on, stay down there. Stay down there. Just don't drop yet. On the 1, we probably would have been. No, not. See, still not in yet. On the 1, 30 seconds. Price on VWAP, it looks like 63.93. Come on, what are you doing? I'm liking that better. 10 seconds. Stay below this white line. Stay below the white line. Wait, NQ is doing something too? No, MES. All right, I'm going to sell it. Keep 40 point stop. I don't love it. I'm going to be honest. I don't love it. Don't love it. But, you know, it's an eval, and I'm taking the best thing that I got right now. That's all I got to say. Did it not get me in? What the? Oh, I freaking did a limit, guys. This is your fault. You get rid of that limit. Jeez. And I didn't put a stop. Oh boy. Here, I'm going to get out of that and get back in. Hold on. There. I don't trade too often with Trading Views, just with you guys. Does it love you, though? Have you ever thought about that? I don't know what you were talking about there. Let's look on the 15. Let's build a case for this. I mean, come on. This looks like it could drop pretty easily. It came up here, mitigated this block, higher time frame. We're given it enough room, I feel. I mean, this is a pretty good trade. Like if this was to like mind this trend line, if you will, it should come all the way down to this block, or could, I should say. What about its feelings? Oh man, you're getting kind of crazy on me, bro. I don't even know what to say. Banners. There we go. Man, and then you know what? I still forgot my other trade, which is probably good. I'm going to take it anyways on my Quantar. We'll just go a little bit lower. So I did 20 micros there at 1,000 risk, 40 micros on this one on my funded, and trading is locked. So we're going to sell that bad boy right now. There we are. Stop is at here. Instantly in profit on that. Holy cow. There we go. Nice. Nice. All right, so here's the VWAP. Here's where, and it's filling a little fair value gap. This one's for Michael. Michael's like, I'm out. I'm buying right now. I see a fair value gap right now on his crane. That's where he's at. I'm not even going to mark this up because I don't want it to stop there. I need this to keep going. There's nothing holding this back. So as long as it closes, if it can close below this VWAP line, it should come all the way down here. Respectfully. Dang, dude. I also took the NQ trade, just so you know, on my my other account, which is doing nice up here. But I didn't say that one. It's actually filling that gap right now. Don't you do that to me. It's breaking out of this like little wedge-ish thing. I don't know what you call this. An inverted reversal flag, 3000. I'm not a pattern guy. If you know, if you knew that about me or not. All right. Don't love the close. It kind of wicked it. Don't love it. But man, I'm just telling you, there's like nothing here. Even right here, look, if you look at the candles, this is what I'm looking at right now. If you're a part of our Solomon Trading VIP, you know, or the mentorship program, you know that I call these momentum candles, right? So you have this candle is higher than this candle is higher than this candle. When I say wick, that counts, right? The wick. And then you have a pullback right here, right? So right here, I mark up. This is an area that they usually want to take things to, or you can take from, right? Then you have this higher than 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 this. Then you have a pullback, right? And when it broke that structure, we're expecting it to come back down to this area. See? I mean, once you start seeing the market, how I see it, like, I don't know. It seems so much easier for me to see it like this. Does it have to go down? No, it doesn't have to when we want it to, but it will. It will eventually go there. Oh, a bunch of comments here. All right. So 40 Michael, I'm going to look at that fancy banner. This is part of the thingy. I wish it would put my head like a little bit higher. I can't drag the, I could go over here, but then like, who needs to see my face anyways? I should just like put it to the side over here. Yeah, I don't know. Good trading day, respectfully. Aggressive stop trailing made another 160 for 300 total on my funded accounts and 1358 on my TPT eval. Be safe, get out with Michael. Haha. Well, I was out, yeah. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Like, so I always say this, like eval shouldn't take you, honestly, more than 5 days. Like, if you're spending more than 5 days on an eval, I think you're spending too much time. I think I need to set that rule in place. Like I think you're too timid if you're like taking too long on it. Yep, on an eval. I knew that, and this was directed towards you, but I wasn't going to call you out. Now I did. Yeah, so that tells me right now that you're just very timid. Which, you know, it has its place being timid in certain things, I guess, but it kind of tells me you're not confident in your A plus setup. If you're confident in your A plus setup, or 65 days on a 250K. All right, let me rephrase that. Not really. By the way, Michael, you're brand new, right? So there's a difference. Okay, let me re-clarify. If you're new and learning how to trade, it might take you longer. But if you've been trading for like some time and you like know the setup, you fully understand what I'm saying, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, maybe I'll put that clause in there. So you did that 65 days on a 250K. I mean, and you passed. Now you're at what was it, 720K? Look at this little tiny fair value gap it just filled. I love when people say this stuff isn't real, but like it happens all day long once you understand it. Look at that tiny little fair value gap between that wick and that wick. Filled it to a point. To the point. 725,000 funded. When did you start trading, Michael? It's just lodged in there. I don't know how to get it out of my head that I will never pass an eval. I see. Let's just pass one today, bro. Just ride this one out to glory. Wait, how much did you risk on this trade? Are you on a 50K? Let's just fix this right now. Let's hash it out right now, Brian. Let's hash it out. He's got two 250Ks. Man, you know everything, Alex, about everybody. You got the T on everybody, bro. Look this close under the 5 or under the VWAP line. That's a really good sign. So now even if it comes back up here, there's a good chance it's going to keep coming. So we'll see. 3 micros on 50K. January 15th is when you started. Okay, so that's awesome. And now you're funded 725,000. So 8 months roughly, right? Learning. That's awesome, bro. You get that testimonial. Let's see. January 15th mentorship, 3 micros on 50K. Press the button for you, Brian. We can get on. All right, so 3 micros. Oh, lordy. On an eval. All right, so I know your problem, Brian. It's all good. You're on the what's his name? I can't think of his name. Let's see. Ramsey? Is that what I'm thinking about? You're on the Dave Ramsey plan of trading or something. Dave Ramsey. You're snowballing your 50K eval. I mean, you can. I don't know. Why not? I mean, why don't we get some payouts first, Michael? Let's get some payouts. But here's the thing. There's a whole nother level once you get funded. Okay, so the next level is now it feels even more real, and you don't want to lose it, so you're more timid. Maybe I'm guessing, completely guessing, but usually that's how it works once you first get funded. Until you realize, okay, wow, I'm really good at passing these things now. This is what happened to me. Once you realize, hey, I'm really good at passing challenges now, and it really doesn't matter if I have to start over again, even if I had to pay extra money to do it, then all of a sudden getting payouts becomes easy because it's like, oh, I can just replace it really fast. That doesn't mean be a gambler and start taking horrible trades, you know? I pay people to pick up dog poop in my yard, come to get Davy Crockett Ramsey. You're the Dave Ramsey. You're following the Dave Ramsey trading plan, Brian. What is this crap? Get out of here. So you don't have to blow them every other day. There is a way. Like, look, there's been many times where you won 2, 3 trades in a row, and that would have been your pass. Then by all means, go to your little 3 micros. Like profit as little as you want, but I still wouldn't do that. That's so little. Like on this trade, what is this? 20. I'm on 20 micros on this trade on a 50K. I already cleared on this NQ. I already got out of this NQ on my one of my funded 150Ks. Freaking cleared was it $1,800, $1,900 on this? Already cleared, like because I used the proper risk. You got to use the proper risk. That is one of the last things you learn, honestly, is like how to find the proper risk. Risk a K on every trade. That's 2 losses, and that happens a lot in a row. Well, then you got to like figure out what are you trading? Because I rarely lose 200. It happens, sure, it happens, but like I don't know, man. I don't really lose that much. So we got to figure out that part. So like, are you trading like 20 methods? Maybe you're in like 5 other trading programs too, and you're taking signals and stuff. This is usually what happens once I start working with somebody closer. Is I'll find out they're like really taking like 5 different trading strategies and just trying to take every trade they possibly can. When in reality, all right. So look, I made 1,900 that I actually can pull out on my other account. I'm taking a take profit trader, or this is an Apex account right here with an eval. If I lose this, I don't know how much I even paid for it. Like, was it $30? I don't know. And also, are you trading multiple at once? That's another question. Are you trading multiple at once in copy trading, Brian? Let me ask you that. Did you just say you pulled $3,000 like profit out and you could pull 8,000 more? I got to show that. All right, I'm showing that one now. So you could pull $11,000 cash out of the profit rooms now? With that small amount of risk though, your wins won't even matter. That's correct. We do be hanging out with the friendly ghost. 350s. Okay, so all right, Brian. All right. New rule for you. If you want to follow it, you can. Only trade one at a time and go heavy risk. I think maybe the copy trading part's like messing you up. So you don't need to spend right now it was like 30 a piece. You're spending like 90 to $100 for 3 at a time and you're losing 3 at a time. Like let's just cut that risk in a third and let's get you past challenges so you can start building the confidence up. Then you can start adding in trades or in other accounts. So go real heavy on one and stop thinking like, well, if I had 3, then I could make a $2,000 payout on each and I would make $6,000 in this month. Like that's always in everybody's head. They're always thinking about the money they could make with this amount of accounts. So it's always messing with you, right? So forget about the money for a while. Trade one and go heavy on one. Let's pass a prop firm, Brian. It's time to pass this prop firm. Like prop firms are not hard. I think I passed 3 or 4 apexes in the last, I don't know, like just single, like by themselves in the last like 8 days. I think not. I'm not like breaking records, but heavy risk on 1,000. Like I'm risking 1,000 on this one on a 50K eval. I basically have 2.5 chances at that. Yeah, so let's break that curse, bro. Like let's take one prop firm and pass that one prop firm before you decide to start copy trading. I think that's another thing, man, that gets in people's head because it's not just one they're losing, it's 3. And if you get funded, you're paying for all 3 of those. And then you're like, there's even more pressure to make it work because you're like, man, the whole idea of copy trading is kind of like messes with people. It's just another thing that prop firms do to like make you feel the pressure, right? I gotta slowly make this agreement. Need address, all that. Well, that's not very nice of this trade, is it? VWAP just clearly just bounced off that stupid thing. So we're in the first little block here. Let's see where we're at. Here's the second block. So we got basically 2 1-minute blocks that it needs to break through. I mean, if honestly, yeah, if it lines up, like if it's far enough away from the VWAP line, or if it's bouncing off the VWAP line, and you're lined up with a 1-hour block, it just gives you more confidence, and then you can hold longer too, usually. So my clarity is saying that this should come down to this 20, but maybe it just doesn't have to right now. But again, you have to be a better loser. Like, meaning it just doesn't matter if I lose this trade or not to me at all. Zero care in the world. Not even a glance at it. Just don't care. I have to approve on my iPhone to watch, log in for work, and approve it. The top option of my watch by, but the button on my phone. Why? I don't know, bro. I think you're giving me the play-by-play. I have no idea what you're even talking about. I have to approve on my phone. Watch to log in for work, and approve is the top option on my watch, but the bottom. Huh? What you saying, Willis? All right, hold on. We could potentially DCA here, but man, that is some strong movement. Broke through this block, no problem. Yeah, I'll probably, if it gives me any time, I'll just DCA this one time. I don't need that. Sell for 20, and then you keep your stop exactly the same. I should put my stop loss here. Yeah, DCA. Boom. So if I lose, it's all good. It'll probably be, I don't know, probably like 1200 ish or something. But I decreased my distance to break even now. So if this block holds, cool. If not, back to the drawing boards, right, Brian? One time for the gram, respectfully. Is it trying to clear this out by noon? Just try to clear us all out. Is that what it's doing? Come on, come on. What do you call that thing? White VWAP band multiplier line. Hold us back. Push it down. Push it back down. Let's go to this line. That'd be fantastic, right? Come on. I should have put a take profit on there so I could have left. Just in case it actually reverses. I don't think it will. I mean, look at that volume. Went up. I live at the drawing board. You are the drawing board. Just play it with you, bro. So I'm going to make an agreement. I just had. I have to do this while I'm on with you guys. It's all good though. Quick agreement for a customer. There's no way this is going to hold, is it? Like, there's just no way. It just look at it moving. It just wants to smash up, doesn't it? And it's like 11:59, so it's going to be like, just take out all of us and we were liquidity. It was looking so good too. What did we hit on that? We were at a 0.83. I think at 1, I was going to set it to break even ish, right? So close. I'm not giving up mentally yet, but I don't think so. Come on. I don't think so. But if you were on yesterday, I highly recommend you watch yesterday's towards the end. The very end, I talk about the losing as part of the winning. So if you know you're at a 70% win rate, then you know you got to get those 3 losses out of the way. But you got to stick with the same entry model and risk reward. Awesome, Alex. Good seeing you, buddy. Enjoy work. Come on, close back down. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to put an alert here so I don't have to stare at this. That's 409. All right, cool. At least I got that NQ in, I guess. What's NQ doing? Maybe it will drop. Oh, I'm still going up on there too. There's no way this holds. No way. Agreement. Nah, she's gonna take us out. But look, I barely added any risk. See that? By DCAing one in. Instead of 1,000, it might be, I don't know, 1,400-ish if I lose on that account. And guess what? I didn't have to wait a whole month. You got to look at time like that, Brian. I didn't have to wait a whole month to realize that this account. I mean, I'm still up on this account. So but I had to wait a whole month to find out I was going to lose. See what I'm saying? Just take me out. I don't know why it would just hang right there. Just take me out. There she goes. All right. So I just need 2 more losses real quick. Let's get those 2 losses out of the way. And then we'll be good. Actually, it'd be a good buy right now. So let's see if this could be our next move. 20. Go to here. All right. So 20. Let's see if we get these losses out of the way. Brian's like, no, what are we doing? 40 micro. Buy. There we go. There we go. Now let's look on the higher time frame. Take this VWAP off so I could see. Oh man, I don't care. I'm just messing with you, bro. Either way. All right, so I'm going to let this trade run. I don't care what happens. I'm just going to let it hold for these highs. I'm just going to put it right. Actually, I don't even need the highs. I'll just take it right here. So if it does go above the highs, I'll profit. It'll be a good $1,900 to $1,000 back. And then there we go. So I'm not like trying to break records here, but I just want to jump on. And hopefully everybody has an amazing rest of the day. Be careful out there. It's Friday. Gotta be kind of careful. But yeah, well, if you want to join my Solomon Trading VIP, we have specials right now. Go to solomontrading.com. And also, if you're not a member or a follower yet on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, and hit the notification bell whenever I go live. And we will see you guys next week. All right. God bless. Take care. Back it out. Peace.